Hello world and welcome back to another episode of Majapahit Marauders. I would like to apologize for the lack of content over the last few days. It's been a long week for me. In fact, I probably shouldn't be up recording this right now. I haven't slept in quite a long time, so I'm going to take it nice and easy, nice and slow in this episode today, so that my sleep-deprived brain doesn't make any serious mistakes that will impair our future expansion. But I have just been sitting here looking at the map for probably 5-10 minutes now, and I noticed that Malacca is sort of fallen apart here. And I like that. That's really good for us. Now, I would love to get a CB on Malacca, Eu4, one of these island nations here, or one of the nations on this island here, or on the peninsula. The only problem is I can't take Palembang, because if I do that, the institution will spread. Since I'm obviously going to have my subject friendly with me, the institution can spread across the sea tile and escape into the rest of Asia, which we really don't want. And so there are a few options. If we declare on Palembang right now, Pegaryuan? Whatever it is, he will answer the call to arms, and we could vassalize him. So that's one possibility. And it seems to be really the only good option, because otherwise, in order to get at war, we'd have to no-CB somebody. So I'm going to keep looking for a way to get at war with him. If at all possible, I'll keep my eyes open when it comes to that. And we'll see how things go. On the manpower front, we're not doing too terrible. We do have a subject to stabilize. However, it appears we already have improved relations with them as much as we can. Which is, yeah, it's because, what was it? Yes, I remember now. Okay, so the Kutai's provinces defected back to them, and that's why they have such high liberty desire. Now, unfortunately, we can't attack Brunei this second, as we have a truce with them, 1505, which is a fine wait. We have plenty of manpower cap to build up to in the meantime, so we're not going to be missing out on that. We do have a claim on Madjas through our vassal, but we also have a truce with them. I don't remember, maybe that was the same war? It's been a while, guys. So I think I'm just gonna take it down, speed 3 to start with. Just gonna let the game run its course a little bit. That war with Pasai and Siak has turned quite heavily against Palembang and Paragyung. I wonder if he has any. Doesn't look like he has any nations. Anybody on the island has nations that can be released from their course. Oh, and this actually reminds me. I am an idiot for picking this option. I picked it because I wanted better Republican tradition, and I figured since it's longer term, there's more time in between elections to repair your Republican tradition. However, that ignores the fact that having the longer elections just makes each election reduce your Republican tradition by more than it otherwise would. So we are going to have to eat this 10 extra corruption in order to switch, but over the long term, it's going to make a big difference when it comes to our monarch power generation, which of course affects everything else in the game. Let's see, what idea can we take? How are we on tech? It's a really bad time to take any idea due to the corruption we just gave ourselves. Wow, I was expecting root out corruption to be way more expensive than it is. Not gonna complain though. I think it's worth the innovativeness gain. And also helping push Kutai towards being more loyal. Luckily, I don't believe I have no rivals, so it's unlikely that anybody is going to support their independence. Got troops drilling. Yeah, this isn't bad. Just running it out. We're making plenty of money from privateering Malacca. I would love to control the node, but in order to do that, I'd have to get Kutai loyal enough that I could divert trade from him. Or integrate him. However, I don't really... there's a reason I don't want to do that for quite a long time. And so, if we do want to suck up any of the trade money from Malacca, it will have to be through subjects diverting trade. What are SEAC ideas like? Espionage and quantity. Pretty decent ideas for a subject, if I do say so myself. That reminds me with the sailors. Have we... We've not been raiding coasts as much as we can. Is it just Sulu? Looks like it. How much of the node comes to us as pirates? 23%, not bad. Not bad at all. An explorer with 5 tradition. I don't even have exploration. The important part isn't the amount of tradition. It does suck to go into debt over that, but we don't really have any other option. We want to take advantage of it. I definitely do not need transports in my trade fleet. Break Eu4 off. I'm not aware, has colonialism spawned yet? It has. But we don't have it. That's okay. We'll end up having to spawn it soon enough. Now here's the question, where do we explore? Well, we certainly don't have the distance to get to the Americas. In fact, we can hardly make it out of South China Sea. So, do we go east or west? Let's go west. We'll see how that turns out. Hmm. I wish there was an option to just tell your explorer, I don't care where you explore, just go. Go find new stuff. Don't bother me. That'd be really convenient. And there's really no reason not to have it. Yeah, I really don't get Paradox's logic when it comes to having it pester you every few months. I understand that some people really want that control, but I think for the most part, unless you're, obviously when you're rushing to discover the Americas, then it's important to be able to control them. At that point, it's vital. However, after that point, typically once you've explored whatever region it is you're all that interested in, you're just gonna have that explorer sitting around for years once he's explored everything he can anyways. Why make the player micromanage? The religious unity buff will be nice. Diplo annexation cost is also always nice. What is the south? Oh no, I can't type. Sulawesi. One province? No, it's all of them. I mean, it sucks, but we're in debt. I don't really want to spend all that money. Maybe I'll spawn the institution here. Not the second, because of corruption. It's actually dropping pretty fast. $15.05. Now I'm sure that Brunei still has a scary navy. Am I right, or am I right? It appears that I'm right. However, despite the fact that their navy's scary, we could still beat it up. Mainly it's the two heavies. They're gonna be the, well, obviously those are gonna be the hard hitters. About South China Sea. Discover our own backyard. Don't like to do it, but it's necessary. Both of them offer innovativeness gain. I really don't like doing this with the high corruption, but honestly, innovativeness is just so good to have over the course of a game. It's amazing. Minus 10% on everything you do. It's like getting asked if you want to turn your 666 into a 667.8, essentially. It's just 10% more monarch points for the entirety of the game. So it's always, I always love getting high innovativeness, although it's kind of difficult in our situation, not being able to, well, if we were over in Europe, we wouldn't have to spawn the institutions. We could just spend the money on taking tech ahead of time, taking ideas ahead of time, and then it wouldn't be as much of a concern. I think after I take military ideas, I'm probably going to let myself fall behind on this tech while I complete these idea groups and then dev push. Tech 7 means we're 3 techs away from getting another idea group. It would be nice to have another idea group in there, but I think we're actually gonna, or rather, it would be nice to have a military idea group, but I think we're gonna have to push that off until even later and take exploration at that point. Asian Arquebusier. Hey, Brunei, or not Brunei, Kutai is loyal. And we are close to the end of our truce, are we not? Very close. Close enough that I should have actually... Well, since we're going to be going to war, and I don't want this fleet just suiciding itself, I'll try and keep it on this side of the country. Our forts. Anything mothballed? It was. Maybe he'll mothball it again. It's worth trying. He re-allied Sulu. I think it's worth attacking now. Just to ensure that that fort... Because I think it's best that that fort doesn't get full garrison. Sulu, who are you allied to? Brunei and Johor. Oh. That's a way in. Total war score cost for all Johor provinces, 63%. It's a little high. Who are they allied to? Kedah? Kedah? If we did that... Do we have a CB on Sulu? Nothing at all? Darn. So there's no way for me to co-belligerent them. Defensive ideas, great for subjects as well. Decisions. What about you? Well, that's quite the situation. I think I'm going to call it here, guys. It is getting close to that mark. In between episodes, I'm going to think about how to best get Johor involved in the war, or see if there are any cores or anything I can take advantage of in their land. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. If you have any comments or criticism, please leave them in the description. Not in the description, that's mine. Don't touch that. In the comments down below. I'm not made of glass. Anything you say can only help, not hurt. And so, with that being said, goodbye world, and we'll see you next time.